Hi, Fiona.
Yeah.
And hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Eventprofs Together at Home. Today, I'm very excited because I'm chatting with Fiona, and we've known each other for, I would like to say, quite a few years.
Yeah.
Both of us have been in various different roles across our careers. But we've always kind of met each other at different industry shows, and we've always had a great time whenever we meet and fantastic conversation. And one thing I always do is when I am at IMEX or IBTM, I always go to the Holland stand because Fiona is there.
Orange lipstick on.
Exactly, to get the little, the
Tulip.
I'm going to hand it over now to Fiona, who's going to tell you a little bit about who she is, what she does, where she is at the moment, what is her current situation. So over to you.
Thank you. So yes, I'm Fiona. I've been in hospitality for about 20 years, off and on as director of sales positions, commercial director, etc. And about a year ago, I decided to become an entrepreneur and start a MICE networking platform called DSCVRME. And this platform is a combination of networking, speed dating, what you might experience at other forums. But instead of all the kind of fun activities, we figured that we wanted to supply some real meaningful content by offering personal development. So we were in the process of rolling it out, having our first event in August. And obviously then Corona hit. There you go. So now I'm at home figuring out if the concept of DSCVRME is still viable. In the format that we thought of. We're in discussions now how to move forward, because obviously with this whole kind of time of silence and quietness that we're all going through in our own ways, I also believe that personal development and reflecting on yourself and your behaviors, the moment is now to kind of invest more in personal development. So I believe there's an opportunity there for us as well.
Absolutely. So you work from home anyway, right? So you work remotely.
Yeah.
So
everywhere.
How do you set yourself up? Like, do you have your own space, or do you move around? Like, how does it work?
Well, so I'm co-parenting, so I have my own house where I have my kids. I would say 50% of a day. I teach them. I try to stay a mom instead of a teacher, and after half a day, I go to my partner's house and I try and do some work. So I don't really have fixed places at all. I never worked like that anyway. I was a big worker in coffee shops and everywhere around. So that works for me. And I work a lot in the evening now as well. And I kind of grab my little hours here and there, and that seems to be still working for me.
And are you, if I'm not wrong, you are based in Amsterdam in the Netherlands? Okay. And what kind of, is it, this is a term that someone told me, that you guys are in an educated lockdown.
Yes, very much. We're the pig-headed ones doing it differently than the rest of Europe. Yes, and I have to say to you, it's a kind of a communal sense of we're going to prove them that this is a possibility that also works. It's really, when I speak to people, well, obviously online, but my friends and family, but also co-workers, they all say the same thing. Like, I really hope that we're proving that this is working, So we're kind of sensible. At the same time, our schools are only going to open probably half of May, and maybe even longer. So I don't know. We will have to see.
So what are your 3 daily essentials?
So I started the 21-day Deepak Chopra challenge.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. So about 2.5 years ago, I started working on myself and personal development. I did courses. I'm now doing a master in basically transformation and transformation for individuals, teams, or organizations. And part of this development was also going inward, obviously reflecting, and meditation is one of the things that really works for me. And it always goes up and down with me. So when I'm really busy and I have lots of things going on, I tend to not make time.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm experiencing anxiety once in a while, and I figured, okay, I need to go back to my steady daily dose of meditation.
Okay.
And a friend of mine, she initiated a group of people like ourselves, and said, why don't you want to join the challenge and kind of help you through it? And it's called Living in Abundance instead of lack. So I thought, yeah, that makes sense, looking at what you have and the potential that's out there. So that's one of the essentials. My daily walk. So I basically did my steps around 10,000 a day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm aiming for 15 to 20,000 a day now. That's why my face is so tanned. Yeah, I'm really working on my health on that way, instead of like forcing myself to do this workout. I still try and do workouts at home, but this walk is really helping me connect with myself, with my partner. I do it with my partner every day. And it's our daily dose of energy.
Energy.
Yeah. And the final one is really focusing on my kids. I'm divorced. I'm co-parenting with my ex-partner, and so I used to see them only a week and then a week not, and now I see them every day. So I'm very, very thankful for this situation. So I cuddle the shit out of them. And it's really been a little small gift to me, and I'm really focusing on keeping that joyful moment. Yeah.
Awesome. Have you come to some kinds of realizations about yourself in this period of lockdown?
Yeah, absolutely. The first couple of weeks, it was almost like a sense of when you lose a beloved one, when my father died, I went through these phases of anger and fighting it, and also, depression, I wouldn't say, but these phases that you go through.
Yeah.
I was going through that, kind of saying goodbye to my old life and securities you have, but I was presenting myself to people out there as being very much in control, very relaxed, and I'm on top of it, and all kinds of things. And it's only the last week or so that I started reflecting on myself, also due to my master studies asking me to do it. But I really reflected on this Corona process with me, and I just realized this, I freezed. Yeah, fight, flight, or freeze. I freezed, and I was doing 10,000 things, but nothing very well, and creating a chaotic type of vibe, I guess. And I realized that, this is one of my patterns. When I get anxious, I start doing lots of things, and I feel insecure, and I'm kind of masking myself with it. So, and then the one focus for myself already for 2 years is creating balance and and relaxation. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not creating it. So there you go. And now with these meditations and intentions of looking at the opportunities and working on my trust and my my relaxation and my security is coming back, because I feel that I'm the source of everything instead of all the things that are extrinsic. Yeah.
Can you give us any recommendations of maybe what you've been seeing online, what you've been watching, reading, anything that's been giving you positivity and entertainment?
Well, a couple of things. Obviously, all the crazy videos, but one of the things that I was really surprised about, because there's lots of webinars out there now and free courses, etc. But there was one I decided to follow, and it was how to deliver a basically good presentation. And it's a training designed for an offline audience. But I know the trainer for a long time, so I thought like, okay, I'll give it a chance. But this guy, what he did in the webinar on delivering a good presentation and speaking in public, basically, it was like a show. I was laughing for 2 hours, And the tips and tricks he gave me on how to set up an online webinar where you really are able to engage still in completely different ways than on an offline audience.
Yeah.
It was amazing. His name is Bogdan Manta, and his company is called The Essential Workshops.
Okay.
So it's a training company. He tickled me the right way, and I thought like, oh wow, he inspired me to kind of, okay, and now I'm going to go for it. So I signed up to do a master class for one of the hotel management universities in Holland, where with these tips and tricks, I'm trying to start engaging with students. Yeah.
That's fantastic. I love that.
Sure.
I think that is a fantastic topic to right now, especially right now. It's so relevant, you know. A lot of people are like, we're going to go virtual, we're going to go virtual, we're going to pivot, but you need to have a presence. You need to know how to moderate. You need to know where you're standing, how you're looking, how you're delivering the content. Because if you don't do it well, that's going to be your downfall, and people will just switch off.
He told us, he used to be the creative director of MCI here in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
And he used to guide all the speakers for the very big congresses,
right?
For their stage presence. And he told me, he's like, because you're sitting behind this little box doesn't mean it's still a show. You need to prepare like it's a show. You need to think of all the details on how to engage. And he gave so many insights, and also the psychology behind it, what it does to people, but then on a smaller screen. And I thought like, yeah, that's it. Obviously, you're still doing a show, you know?
Absolutely. Now we are obviously like you. Everyone is consuming so much online content. We are living in this virtual age, literally, you know, that's how we communicate. That's how we are developing everything. Do you practice some kind of digital detox?
When I'm on my daily walk, I don't take my phone.
Okay.
So I do not want to be distracted by calls or apps or whatever, because I noticed that was also making me very restless.
Mm-hmm.
And that's definitely, and I also, the first couple of weeks, obviously, I'm an entrepreneur. This is one of the things of my key elements for my future, how I envision my future. And then I start looking at vacancies. Every morning. The first thing I did, LinkedIn and Glassdoor, and I was looking at all these vacancies and replying to at least 2 or 3 every morning. And I'm thinking like, okay, this is not giving me the balance, and it's not working towards my vision. So what am I doing? So I quit doing that as well, and just trusting the process that the financial situation will pick up. Because I trust that what I'm doing is the right thing. I'm on the right path. I probably will meet new people and new ideas and new projects. So
absolutely. Soon as you can leave your, well, for you it's houses, you can go somewhere in Amsterdam. Where do you want to go?
This is really horrible, but I have this really probably not a lot of people know, but I'm really a big fan of techno music. So I would love to go to one of my festivals again. And there's one that I already bought tickets for on the 25th of July. So I'm praying and hoping that that's going to go ahead.
And once we can get on a plane and fly again and go, what's the first place you want to go?
Well, last week I was supposed to be in Jamaica with my partner, and so obviously, luckily, I got a voucher, so we get to rebook hopefully somewhere end of the year, I hope. And now my next holiday was supposed to go to Turkey with my kids, and now I'm like, this is August. I don't know, you know, the Dutch government is a lot more flexible, and I'm expecting our borders to open faster than the rest of the world, and then especially looking at Turkey, they're kind of strict. So I don't know. So obviously it's the sun. I was born in Dubai. I'm a desert girl, so I need sun every year.
Absolutely. So last question. Any words of advice for all of us event profs that are in this situation together?
Obviously, Well, one of the things is that what we do in hospitality is that we always focus on our guests or clients, and we're so hospitable and really making sure that they are okay. And I think this is the one moment you need to take care of yourself first. So Don't be too strict. This is the time to kind of really cherish what you have and take care of yourself first before you look at whatever's out there. So yeah, it's really focusing on thyself is my advice. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Viona, for such a great chat. It's been so wonderful catching up with you. And thank you, everyone, for watching another episode of Eventprofs Together at Home. I'm Sabrina Myers, Hot Hospitality Exchange, and I hope you'll join me with plenty more Eventprofs in the next few days and weeks to come. Stay inside, stay positive, and we're all going to get through this together. So take care. Bye.